want to welcome you back to Black Site tonight. We're going to talk about Lori Harvey split with Damson Idris. And is she the modern day woman? First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. Lori Harvey once again has separated from a high profile relationship. Remember, she was with Michael B. Jordan, she was with Diddy, she was with Future, and now she's separating from Damson Idris. She is a hero to most women in modern social media. She's able to go from men to men. She's able to be successful and get money and gifts from them, being so-called treated like a queen. And a lot of young women look up to Lori Harvey. Not only do they look up to Lori Harvey, they also create the circumstances in which they live like Lori Harvey. They go from men to men. They talk to have different relationships. But when it comes down to it, Lori Harvey is 26 years old. She's a woman who has had the opportunity to deal with some of the most successful black men in the world. She has had an opportunity to possibly be in a marriage with one of these men, but she refused to do it. But I think the men who deal with her know that she's only there for about a month, 6 months, a year or so, because that's her nature. She might have the Jezebel spirit to where she goes from men to men. But where did she get this from? She got it from her mother, Marjorie Harvey, who is the original gangster of being a Jezebel. And that spirit has gone down to her youngest daughter. Her daughter has an opportunity, and she possibly still do, to date a man, marry a man, and have a decent relationship. But I don't think this woman knows how to do it. I think this woman is a prime example of why the media, the mainstream media, promotes her, promotes these sexy reds. A lot of these women who are out here doing these Jezebel activities to promote this to young black women. See, my theory has always been, and I'm going to tell you how I really feel, is that ever since the 60s, in which the black family was together, and it was together so strong, it was number one in the country. Most black people don't know that. And when they saw how strong the black family was during the civil rights movement, J. Edgar Hoover and many of his acolytes in the WSs in the government said, we must break up this family because these people are extremely strong when they work together. So what did they do? They developed welfare, brought in drugs, brought in single motherhood, because they could have stopped this at any time. They could have said, hey, you can get public aid, but you still can have a man in the house. But that's not what they wanted. What they want is what they're getting today. They're getting this modern day 304 woman. This woman who's out here openly sleeping with multiple men, having relationships with multiple men. Not only that, one time she dated P. Diddy and dated the son. This tells you how bad it is out here. And this is considered entertainment. And every time she gets in a relationship and she splits, it's a big deal. Remember with Michael B. Jordan, damn, Steve had to say something. Marjorie had to say something because they didn't like the way it ended. But you have to understand that those in power, they want these women to be promoted. Because if they didn't want them to be promoted, they wouldn't let them be promoted. How many white women do you see out here in major entertainment today who's sleeping with multiple men in the industry, who's all out here twerking on their backs on the ground, screaming about stuff that is basically savagery, talking about it, You don't see any. But who do you see doing it? You see the black woman. You see them downgrading the black woman. And they don't even know it because they want to be part of this industry. They want to be part of an industry that's making them a lot of money. So they're willing to sell decency down the drain. And this young lady right here is beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. But she has to understand that will succeed as years go on. And eventually, when you're 30, 35, and you hit the wall, you going to look back at all our opportunities you had to marry one of these good, decent brothers. Because, let me tell you something. The older she gets, all the possibilities that she has will go away. No man wants to marry a woman who done slept with everybody. The only one I know about that is Russell Wilson. And everybody thinks they want a Russell Wilson. You know, Russell Wilson accept anything. Future's kid. She done slept with 50 Cent. She done slept with this dude, this dude, this dude. Hey, see these women today, these modern women, don't believe that body count counts. This is why you see so many men going overseas and trying to get a respectable wife. Is this woman respectable? That's what I want to know. I don't think so. Because of her clothes, the way she looks, because of her family, because of her name. And the thing about that, if I'm Steve Harvey, in which it took you 30 years to build up your name, 30 or 40 years, why would you let a woman, a young girl, who's out here laying around in the streets, because that's all she doing, destroy your good name? This is why rich people always protect their good name. They always protect who they're dating because they don't want to be put in the wrong circumstances. Lori Harvey, when it's all said and done, she's going to end up like one of those women on one of them shows, 35, 40 years old, probably ain't going to have no man, complaining about ain't no good man, all this other stuff. When you had the opportunity to had a ring put on it by one of these decent brothers. I think Damon Idris, I think he's lucky to be outside this relationship. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. Hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share this video.